Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a eyeshadow look. As you can tell, I have my full face on. I don't have any eyeshadow on or mascara or eyeliner or anything. Cause I just wanted to do this fun video and show you a new eyeshadow look that I've been doing recently. This look is going to be pretty simple, but it's going to be really pretty. You'll see how it turns out very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with it because I don't think I have anything else to say. So let's do it. First things first, got to prime the eyes. I'm using the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. Alright, we have that. Let's go ahead and get a good base color down. For the base color that I'm going to be using, I am going into the Lorac Pro Mega 4 palette, and I'm going to go ahead and just take the color Pink Peony and Cool Taupe and mix them together because I think that'll just give a nice base to it. So I'm just going to tap into both one time, tap the brush off, and then put it all over my lid up to the brow bone. So we set that primer and get a nice smooth surface. So if you have ever seen people put on Scotch tape under their lower lash line up to like right about where their brows are, they do that to get a nice line when they're putting the eyeshadow on. Well, I'm going to do that today, but I don't have any Scotch tape, so I'm actually going to be using painter's tape. And I've used this multiple times before just because I don't have any Scotch tape right now, and it actually works just as well. So you know, I'm gonna keep going with it. I usually would not put tape on my face after I do my face makeup, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to because I just went ahead and did my face makeup first because I have to be somewhere after I shoot this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a piece of this tape. And then I'm actually going to just put it on the back of my hand, which is clean, like so, just to get more of the stickiness off. Just peel it off and do that a couple of times. This is just because I don't want to completely ruin my face makeup. I mean, I can fix my face makeup with a little powder when I take the tape off, but this is just to help not take as much off. So I got as much of the sticky off as I could, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on. It's going to look a little funky since it is blue and not clear, but you know, it's how life goes. And I'm going to go back in that Lorac Pro 4 Mega palette, and I'm going to take the color Dark Chocolate, and I'm going to get this tape lined up with the same angle that I usually do my liquid eyeliner wings with. So it's just a little below my brow, so it's about right there. That's usually how I like my wings. And I'm going to go ahead and take that dark chocolate color. And while holding this tape on there, I'm just going to go ahead and pat this onto the outer corner of my lid. I'm going to bring it up the tape a little bit. About to where my crease is. A little higher up, just to wherever. And I'm just bringing it a little bit into my crease. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take this tape off. And see, now you have a nice line to work with. Even though the rest is a little messed up right now, we'll fix it. But I really just wanted to get that line first. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually just going to use the same piece of tape on the other side since it doesn't have much product on it. Get that same angle. Gotta make sure it's as even as possible. So I just like to look in a mirror from a few different angles from the front to see what kind of angle. Maybe tilt it up a little more. Okay, then I'm going to take that dark chocolate color again and do the same thing on this eye. Start in the outer corner, then slowly bring it up along the tape to right about where my crease is. And don't forget that this would be a lot easier to do if you use the tape before you do your face makeup, so you don't have to hold the tape on your face, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. For my next step, I'm going to use this small blending brush. It's the MAC 219 SE. I don't know if they make this anymore, unfortunately. I am sorry about that, but this is what it looks like. It's just pretty small, and it's good to get in the creases and blend stuff out. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to go ahead and blend this color inward some, just so it's not as messy. I didn't get any more on the brush. I'm just blending this out. That's all I'm doing. You can see I'm pulling it inward so it blends inward more. And I'm also going to blend it a little bit in the crease. I'm going to take this color about halfway in the crease. It's almost there on this side, so I'm just going to blend it in more, just a little bit more, just in the crease, trying not to go above the crease too much. Okay, so I have blended it out more, and this side just needs a little more color, so I'm just going to use the same brush, dip it in that color, knock it off so I don't get too much excess color, and I'm just going to take that brush and then continue blending inward where more color is needed. Alright, there we are. We have that. It's still looking pretty messy, but I promise you we'll fix it. For the next step, I'm going to take a smaller eyeshadow flat brush. It just looks like this. This one is from a Morphe set of brushes. And I'm going to take that same dark chocolate color still, and I'm just going to find any spots where the color is a little translucent, where I want some more, where I want to make it more opaque, and I'm just going to fill that in. And I'm also going to make this face a lot so I can see how even they are. So I'm also going to even the colors out here. My goal here is to take the dark chocolate color and bring it about halfway on my lid on both sides. So that's what I'm going to do. Just got some more color. I'm just patting this on right now, that on my lid, and bringing it halfway. And I decided to use a dark chocolate color rather than a black eyeshadow because I just like the way it looks better. It's not as intense, but it's still really beautiful. Alright, so this color on the lid is now halfway. So I'm going to stop there on this side and do the other eye. For my next step, I'm going to take a larger blending brush, and I'm actually going to use this to blend out the crease more. And so I'm just going to take it, I'm just going to blend the color in the crease a lot, and I'm going to take it more inward now. Really just blending this out so it's not as harsh. With a very light hand, with my hand at the end of the brush, I'm just going to lighten up the color right on the very outside part so it's not as harsh of a line out there. And I'm going to do the same for this side with a very light hand. My next step to make this look a little neater is I'm just going to take a small eyeshadow brush. This one is actually from, I got it with the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. And I'm going to take that color Pink Peony and Cool Taupe and mix them together again. That was the base color I did. I'm going to take this and very lightly brush this right above the dark chocolate color, just to make it look a little more smooth up there and not so raggedy. Very lightly. I'm getting that color right on the tip of the brush so it's more precise. Alright, there we are, and the last step for the dark chocolate color is take a really fluffy crease brush and just very lightly blend out the crease again. So this look is very simple to do, it's very easy, it just takes a lot of blending sometimes. Like today it's taking me a little more than usual, that's okay. The next step, I'm going to take that e.l.f. brush again, which is just a flat eyeshadow brush, and I did have the dark chocolate color on it, so I went ahead and wiped it off on a paper towel already, so it has no color on it. And I'm actually going to take a setting spray and spray the brush, that way we can get a more pigmented color for the inner half of our eyeshadow. So I'm just going to spray this, I usually do it twice or so. I'm going to go ahead and go into the Morphe 35F palette, and I'm going to take the second color on the very top row from the left. It's very pretty, it's like a light champagne-y color, it's just gorgeous. And I'm taking that on the wet brush, I got some on there, and I'm going to pat this onto the inner part of my eyelid. Taking it to where it meets that black color and just going a little over the dark chocolate color. I meant dark chocolate a few seconds ago when I said black color. I meant dark chocolate color, just to blend it out. So I'm just patting it onto that line where they meet. That's a beautiful color. And then I'm also putting that color in my inner corner like so. And if you want that line where the two colors meet to be blended out a little more, go ahead and just take a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm going to go ahead and take that smaller one that I used earlier, and it has no color on it. I went ahead and wiped this brush off as well, and I'm just going to go ahead and try and blend those colors together a little more. You can go back and forth with the brushes if you want to get the color how you like blended. Alright, there we are. I think that looks pretty good, going from a real dark color to a real light color. So now that our eyeshadow is done for the most part, I always like to bring some eyeshadow onto my lower lash line because that's how I prefer to do my own eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and take that dark chocolate color about halfway on my lower lash line, and then take the champagne color from the inside and meeting that dark chocolate color. This part is optional. You could also just do a black eyeliner if you wanted on your tight line and your waterline. That would look fantastic, but I'm not feeling it today, so I'm going to go ahead and just use the eyeshadow on my lower lash line. And as you can see, the color on the lower lash line meets up real nicely with the color that was angled by the tape. Just makes it look more smooth. Taking this color about halfway. I'm doing a really thin line of this just because I don't want it to be overwhelming. So I'm going to try and blend those two colors, the color on the lower lash line, the color on the upper lid together. There we are. I have the dark chocolate color in my lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and take that same champagne color from the Morphe palette and put that on my inner half of my lower lash line. Next is mascara. I'm going to go ahead and, wow, a heat. Next is mascara. I'm using a black mascara today, and this is the Bare Minerals Lash Utopia mascara, and I actually really like this. I really like the brush. It is bigger, so it's kind of hard to do lower lashes with it, but I really like the mascara. It really lengthens my lashes, so I like that about it. So I'm not gonna curl my eyelashes or anything today. Just a mascara. My eyebrows do not look good today. I don't know what else to do to them. They're just going crazy. So that is all I have for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed and maybe learned a little something from it. And it's just a really simple, easy smoky eye to do that if you practice, you can get done in just a few minutes. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and I will be back very, very soon. I hope to see you there. Bye!